Welcome to my class, everybody. So I am Mokhtar Hussain. I am the instructor of CSE1322 Programming Problem Solving 2. This is an online class. So I gave you this schedule. If I can see how many of you can come online. This is not a specified time, so we can. So let us do a poll, or please communicate with me. Let us see if all of you or most of you can come to online at a certain time once a week, or even bi-weekly, or even in the weekend. So then we could discuss each other. I could see if you face any problem, then I could help you. Although this class is an online class, it's totally online. It is not required to come online. But if you can, then I think it will be good for you. And it will be good for me also to help you. So, sorry, this is not the syllabus actually. This is for the web section. This is your syllabus. So this is the syllabus of this course. So this is an online course. So, so you see, I have my email address. If you face any problem, so please feel free to email me, or especially if you need quick assistance, and as I am encouraging everybody to help each other, to be collaborative in this class. So I have created a Microsoft Team group. So Microsoft Team, with your university, Kenesa University account, you will be able to join in Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams is a web-based, mainly is a web-based, not only web-based, it's actually communication tool. It's very efficient. So you can have Microsoft Teams web app, and you can download. Maybe it has desktop version and it has mobile versions. It has both iOS and Android mobile apps. So please download Microsoft Teams on your mobile device, and then in order to quick communication with your team and also with your instructor, please use this. Yeah. So you can download it for free. So you see, I have already added all of you in this team group. So if you should get an email to your university email invitation. If you do not receive an email, please send me an email. I will add you again. Or you also please check in your spam folder or in your trash folder. See if it is gone to your trash or it is gone to your spam folder. So I think it will be a quick communication, one of the quick communication media, but you can definitely use email, or you can use D2L. So let us go to the D2L, KSU D2L. Some of you, a few students contacted me about their problem on quizzes, so an assignment 1. So I told them to start one and whatever they can, so to submit. And then I told some of them that I would help them. I would give them an extension until Wednesday. This Wednesday, I see some of them have submitted their quizzes. I see this good. And then there is an assignment also. So if you go to the assignment tab, okay, so I don't see here. So if you go to the content, then you will see syllabus, and this is the video of lecture 1. So let me see how this video is visible or audible. This is the first class.
Hello and welcome class to my CSE.
Okay, this is the first lecture video I recorded with David. Was at that time with me maybe last Friday. Okay, so I have also uploaded this video on on my what is that called, YouTube channel, CSE1322 So if you go to YouTube and then youtube.com and then search for CSE1322 then you will see my YouTube channel, and then go to the playlist and you will see I have multiple playlists over here. This is your section, CSE1322 section W01. So if you click here, you will see the video. That is the first video. Okay, so and for this video I will also upload in the D12 system as well as in the on this YouTube channel. So please watch this video and do practice. And then if you need any help, so if you do not understand something, so just below the video you see the comment, so type a comment over here. Then once you write a comment over here, then I will get your comment instantly, notification as a notification. Then I will try my best to reply you, and then then when I reply you, you will also get a notification. But in order to get a notification, you need to subscribe to this channel. So, and also if you like this video, please click on the thumb up button, and then you can share this videos. Okay, and just today, a few minutes ago, I have uploaded another video. It's called Git and Git and GitHub related videos. So Git and GitHub related video.
Welcome to the CSITA Experts online forum.
So if you go and if you watch this video, please watch this video. This is only 20 minutes video. I think if you watch it one time, you will be able to to understand what is Git and what is GitHub, and the basic differences between Git and GitHub, and how to install Git and how to create a new GitHub account. So in the next video, I will show you how to create your repository on your GitHub account and how to execute Git commands on and how to save your project on GitHub. So like if you learn about 15 to 20 GitHub Git commands, and then you will be good to go. You will be good to work with Git and GitHub. So this is a very important important tool that most of the companies they use Git for version control system. If you want to work on a team, it is not possible for you to work independently, or it is not possible for you to share your program code through emails or through flash drive, definitely you need to use version control system. So Git is and GitHub is the most popular version control repository. So I got a few emails from some of our students. They were asking me to give them to make a video about pseudocode and what is pseudocode. Some of them are getting confused what is pseudocode. So so at this part of this lecture, I want to talk about pseudocode. So I want to talk about pseudocode. So welcome to the CSE1322 Experts online forum again. So let us talk about pseudocode. What is pseudocode and how to write effective and good pseudocodes. So if you go do a Google search about pseudocode or just type in pseudocode wiki, and then you will see pseudocode Wikipedia information. So on Wikipedia it says pseudocode is an informal high-level description of operating principle of a computer program or other algorithm. So if pseudocode is simple English Wikipedia, so you can get the definition from here. And if you go down, you will see a lot of tons of information online available about pseudocode. Let's go to the Wikipedia definition of pseudocode. So the first line it says pseudocode is an informal high-level description of operating principle of a computer program or other language. So it uses the structural convention of a normal programming language, but is intended of human reading rather than machine reading. What does this mean? Actually, when you write in pseudocode, we will write in plain English language, rather than using any machine understandable programming language. So if you do Google search about pseudocode, and then you will get a lot of examples, but you will get some pseudocode. If you see some pseudocode examples, you will get a lot of information. But the good thing is that if you go to CSE, College of Computing and Software Engineering at Kennesaw State University, then go to the first year experience, FYE, this page, then you will see on the bottom, on the left top panel, you will see the first, there is a link over here about pseudocode. It has good description. This is a short but very nice and very descriptive with example, a lot of examples about pseudocodes. So if you go through this, I think if you spend an hour or so, then you will be good to go to understand what is pseudocode and how to write good pseudocodes and what you should avoid in order to do any mistake, in order to avoid mistake in your pseudocode. So on this page it says pseudocode is an informal programming description that does not contain code syntax or underlying technology consideration. This is the same thing that we just saw a minute ago on the Wikipedia page. So it says it does not use any programming language. So and pseudocode summarizes a program steps or flow, but excludes underlying implementation details. So this is the definition they got from techpedia.com. So okay, then go ahead. Pseudocode allows you to write easy to read but precise instructions for a program or algorithm. Okay, so when we will describe algorithm, so we will initially start with writing a pseudocode. So I think all of you have taken CSE CSE1321 or CSE1301, that is called CSE1. So in CSE1 you should learn about how to write pseudocode. So if you forget, but if you have not learned or if you cannot remember, so let us go through this video and this page. I think you will understand this. There are many ways how to write pseudocode. So there is no straightforward or hard-coded or a single loop method. So writing pseudocode, it depends on different programming languages and different time or different institutions use their own pseudocode writing technologies. But if we go to Wikipedia page, you will see, go down please, you will see some syntaxes. There are some syntaxes of pseudocode, like Fortran type pseudocode was written like this way, Pascal type pseudocode was written this way, C style pseudocode was written this way, then structured basic type pseudocodes are written this way. So almost you see there are some differences between these, but one thing there is a common, that these are written in straightforward language. So in straightforward, in explaining this language. So most of the things are are understandable for even a non-programmer or even a non-computer scientist. So this is the way to write pseudocode, so that you can understand the steps you need to execute, you need to write in order to complete your program or in order to solve your problem. So this is so actually you will describe the steps, so starting from the top and going to the bottom. So when you will write your pseudocode, then it will be easy for you to go through each of the steps to write appropriate program code in the corresponding or your preferred programming language. So pseudocode is programming language independent. So you see almost also this is a pseudocode for a mathematical game, FizzBuzz, and almost there are 4 different programming languages style pseudocodes, but almost in same thing. Almost these are the same. So in writing pseudocode, you see there are some other examples, so like mathematicians, they use pseudocode to symbolize their mathematical terms. So you'll see this. Okay, so let us go back to pseudocode. Let us go back to the Kansas State University. This is a very nice pseudocode. So there are some okay. So there are some general rules of writing pseudocodes. So general rules of writing pseudocodes. So these are the general rules. As I told you, there is no hard rules, but these are recommended rules definitely, and we prefer that you will follow these rules when writing pseudocode. So use uppercase for what? Reserved keyword. That means keyword, like for instance call, like case, end case, create, do, while, end, do, for, if, then, end if. In a minute I will show you why should we write in all uppercase for all of these, you see. But one thing that please notice that here, for instance, if and end if, that is end if is a single word. That will be, you should not give any space between end and if. So if and like end if, like end do, end case, and end while. So these are single word. Okay. So these are the keyword or reserved word. So you should write a type reserved word in uppercase. So we will go through this as well. So then it's called variable. What is a variable? A variable is a storage location. A variable is used to store data. In all computer programs, we will store our data or value, some value, right? So then we will use value in order to store data or value. So to assign a value to a variable, we use left arrow. So left arrow, how to write left arrow? It says by holding down Alt key and then by typing 27 from the numeric keypad. Okay, so then definitely you have to check that your numlock key is pressed to open one, and you can do it. Okay, for instance, let me open this one, Notepad++. As I recommended you, please install Notepad++ and keep it pinned to your taskbar. So if you hold down, so it says if my numlock key is already open, your numlock key will be right side of your keypad keyboard. Okay, so then if numlock key is open, then you will see a numlock key light on. So by holding down Alt key, then if you type in 27 from the numeric keypad, so then if you unhold, if you release as soon as you release the Alt key, then you will get the backslash arrow, then X, and then back arrow equal to 5. Then we will say that means it is more likely that X equal to 5. Okay, if you cannot type in this backslash, then try sometime, then definitely will be able by holding down on Alt key and then keeping a numeric numlock key 1, then by holding down Alt key, then type in 27 and then release the Alt key. As soon as you release the Alt key, you should see this backslash. But if you cannot type in this, really cannot type in this, you can do like this way, backslash and then equal, or backslash and then minus sign. You can do. I will accept that. And most of the professors, they will accept it. If you cannot, I cannot type in this. But if you try sometime, if this is not a hard thing. So if you cannot do this, then try to do this. Okay. So then by telling X back arrow 5, that means you are assigning X equal to 5. You are putting the value 5 on the placeholder X. Okay. So then it says letter grade E. Okay, grade equal to 8, grade 87. Actually, I prefer to use letter underscore grade in one word for one variable. It's grades. You see grades. It is so grade and grades are different here. This is array. Array is denoted. Array elements are denoted by square bracket, and this is the third element. Actually, the fourth element. The fourth element of the array. If the array starts from 0, usually most of the arrays start from 0. But when you type in pseudocode, you can type in grade 3 means the third element. And then initially you are assigning grade equal to 87. Then you are putting grade 3, grade 3 equal to 100. Then you are putting grade equal to grade 3. That means you are putting grade equal to 100 now. So then it says, for instance, you can update and do mathematical operation type, like for instance bonus equal to grade plus 10. So actually this will be executed first, and then this summation, the total value of this grade and 10 will be assigned to bonus. So if you go through these instructions, these are straightforward. So straightforward, for instance, writing a single line of instruction, read the next grade. So this is read and print. When you write print something, you should put in double quotation or single quotation at least. Then it's okay to write this, but it's okay then it's long. If you forget to put double quotation or single quotation, that's fine, but you have to type in print print in uppercase. And then most important things are conditional statement, like if we know if is used with to emphasize a condition, and then if there are some condition, if and if then and if, then is optional, then if then else if then else if. There are some specific format of using if, else if, and if. So please look at the important notes. Any instruction that occur inside a selection must be indented. Okay, I will talk about indentation in a second. So the statement must show appropriate closing word. So like if dash dash something nd, not like something not like this. So let us come to this example. So if, then, else, and if. Actually, if and if, and then and else, these are in between. These lie in between. So, for instance, binary choice of a given Boolean condition is indicated by the use of the 4 keywords if, then, else, and if. The general format is if, then within the parentheses we will put condition, and we know that if the condition is true, only then this statement block will be executed. So if you have only one condition, then you will not have else is optional. And then once you start if, then it must be ended with and if. For instance, if we write if, let us copy the structure and write it here. If, for instance, if we have a number, if we want to check whether our number is an even number or an odd number, so you can put condition if x is divisible by 2, right? If it is even divisible by 2, then we know. So if x were the number is divisible by 2, then the number is, we know that the number is even, okay? Otherwise, else we know that the number is what? We understand it, right? We know that. So then the difference is that writing a pseudocode instead of stating in plain English, the difference is that we will write if all in uppercase. This is the reserved or keyword. Okay, then we will put after it, we will give the condition over here, preferably within a first bracket within a parenthesis. Then we'll put then, and then all in uppercase. We can give this then here, no problem. We can give this then here. Then we can write in. Then we will see that the number is even. This is our outcome or result. But usually we put then here right after at the end of if. Then we'll put we can put print the number is even, like this way, or else. So if his number is not divisible by 2, that means if the condition becomes false, then it will come to this block. If the condition is true, then it will not come to else block. Okay, then that means this if block will be executed if and only if the condition is true. If the condition is true, then it definitely will come to this block. That means here if the number is not divisible by 2. Then we can print the number. Put a space over here so that you understand that there is a space over now is what. And then once you start your if block, you must end with another end if. And remember that end if is a single word. There is no space between end and if here. So end if single word. Sometimes some of you do mistake. You type in like this way, end if. So please do not do this. So there is another example here. And then case statement is like it's for more conditions. So for end, if you can put multiple conditions, like if else if, for instance, is another else if or somewhere if somewhere like something like this, or else if, for instance, we can say if the number is not divisible by 2, then we say the number is what, right? Or then we don't need this. So in that case we don't need else. In that case we don't need else, because we give all possible conditions of a numeric number, definitely an integer number. A number, you say 10, 15, 20, 100, 1000, million, 1021, something. Either that will be an even number or an odd number. But so then I have two conditions, possible conditions here, if and end if. So, but in some case you may face something that is not a number. So that in that case you can put else. For instance, that is not a number. Okay. So then here main body structure is if, condition if. So this is why we have to put end if. But then if the condition is true, then it will get this one. If the condition is for this condition is like not this condition is true, else if this condition is true, if the number is not divisible by 2, then not divisible means if there is a remainder 1, then this is an odd number. So otherwise, if these two, if either of these two conditions do not meet, then definitely that is not a number, valid number. So that is not a valid number. Okay. So there are like case for case is actually used for multiple conditions. So if the condition, for instance, case expression of is used, case of is used with case, and then case and then expression based on the expression, based on some conditions that meet the expression, we put some statement block. For instance, here if case title. So if someone has a title M or Mr., then we will say Mr. We print Mr. If someone has title Mrs. MRS, this will be Mrs. And then MIS as Miss, then we print Miss. And someone has title DR Doctor, then we will print Doctor. So something like this. For instance, case grade off. So then off is a keyword, you must try to off. And then case will start with case and there will be end case. This is a single word, remember that. This is not end space case. And then A, if you get A, then you will print like point, you are giving points, assigning points to numeric value 4 points. And then if someone gets B, then you are assigning points to 3. If grade is C, letter grade is C, then you are printing you are pointing 2, and then for if you are pointing 0. And then remember that for all case start ends with and end case. So then another important thing is looping. This looping structure is most widely used in programming, in writing programs and writing algorithms. So you will need to understand like 3 basic looping structure: for loop, while loop, and do loop. So for loops ends with end for, while loop ends with end while, and do loop ends with end do. So let us go through all of this. So the end loop, let us look at the while loop. While loop is very important, and while loop start with while, and then it has a condition. If the condition is true, or until the condition is true, it repeats the statement block. It repeats the statement block. For instance, while x less than 5, okay, then you will print x. For instance, if you started x with 0, then you say while x less than 5, then you will print x. That means you want to print 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then in the loop body, in the body, you can increase x, and at certain time your condition will be false. So as soon as the condition will false, this looping will be ended. Okay. So then repeat is another thing that is used. Repeat. So it will be executing this, and until the condition is true. Repeat this until the condition becomes true, then it will repeat. So the loop is similar to the repeat loop is similar to the while loop, except that the test is performed at the bottom. That is, condition is checked at the bottom of the loop instead at the top. Okay, so the difference between while and repeat until is that while we will check the condition first. If the condition becomes true, then it enters into the block. But if the condition is false, then it will not enter into the block at all. But here repeat, it will execute the statement at least one time, and then after execution it will check, okay, the condition. If the condition is true, then it will repeat the statement block. So if the condition is not true, then it will not repeat the statement block second time. That means with repeat, you will see at least one time execution of your block. At least your block will be executed at least one time. But with while, if your condition is false, it will not be executed even one time. Okay. So the most important and most widely used looping statement is the for loop statement. This loop is specified construct for interacting a specific number of times, often called a counting loop. For mainly, if we count how many times we want to execute our loop, we usually use for loop, but we can definitely do it by while loop. Okay, the two keywords for and end for, and it will see an iteration block and for end for. So in our program code, you will see a lot of use of for loop, and in your pseudocode you will see a lot of for loop. You see the for loop right here. Is there any? You see for loop over here. So same for is used by do. So here actually is repeat somewhere in some case it is user do. So if we see this example, if we see for, and then for I equal to 1 to 100, do this. And in some programming language structure, instead of starting with like then, for instance, what is it then, we put curly bracket. We put here, and here we put the statement into the curly bracket. That will define that as a segment. So the first statement is easy. So we use for iteration, for loop, for iterative loops. If we count how many times we want to do execution of this loop, we do this. So then mainly we have another thing, that nested constructs, nested structure. So we will come back later, and then after that we're almost done. So please be patient for a few minutes. We will understand. Once you understand nested constructs, then it will be good to understand pseudocode. So the constructs can be embedded within each other. That means we have seen here while, do, if, else. This can be used inside each other. Okay, so the construct can be embedded within each other, and this is made clear by the use of indenting. So by pressing tab, you will get indenting. So it's good if you write in indented form, that it will be easy to visualize and it will be easy for anyone to understand. So nested construct should be clearly indented from their surrounding structures. Okay, so for instance, example this one. For instance, we have initialized total variable by 0. Okay, and then we are repeating this entire things, right? So in the repeat, within repeat, we are reading temperature. Reading means we are reading temperature from another place, like from database or a file somewhere else. Okay, then we are putting n temperature greater than freezing. We say then total equal to total plus 1. And then you see that by the intention, this if is ended with end if. Okay, and the repeating until temperature is less than 0. So as long as the temperature less than 0, we are repeating. So this repeat will start from here and it will end here. And inside read, okay, inside read is doing one time. Okay, and then if here it is checking temperature, then is end if is here. And then so if is inside, this is the inside if, inside structure. So if is inside, so you have to end if first. Like for instance, while putting one box inside another box, like if you have a larger box and if you put another small box inside the larger box, and if you want to close all of the boxes tightly, then what you will do? You have to close the inner box first, right? Then you will close the outer box. So without closing the inner box first, you cannot close the outer box, right? It's the same thing. Remember that concept? So if you have an inner block, inner structure, then you have to close that. And then after closing all of the inner structure, inner constructs, you can close the outer. So let us see, this call is used for pseudocode, so sub-procedures. So here we will see, for instance, this is a good one. This is a good one to construct. Let us see. Good. Let us see what is this. So okay. For instance, here it is a for loop. For x equal to 1 to 10, this for loop started here and is ended here. This is the outer. outer construct, and inside this for there is another for. This for y equal to 1 to 10. This for has ended here. Okay, so this indentation is we are putting indentation right and the horizontally, vertically same horizontal indentation, and then we have if condition over here. So we have end if. Sorry, another else over here also. But if and this else, these are same indentation, and then end if is here. So this if and a is ended with an end if. This is the inner, post inner, and if you see inside if condition, you will do something, then you are giving another indentation. So just by pressing a tab key, you will get this. It will be easy for anyone and also for you to visualize and understand if you give indentation like this. Then if is ended here, and then this for inner for is ended here, and then finally the outer for is ended here. So if you follow this structure, and then I think if you go through these examples, then you will be good. You will be good to understand how to write a good pseudocode. So there are some examples here. In this case, well adequate, and then not so good. Because why it's not so good? Because the problem is in the indentation, as this it is for, but there is no for in for. So maybe it is good enough, not perfect, because this is for, but I don't see end for. End for is here, but maybe the problem there is an indentation problem or something. If else, you see the indentation is not exactly indented. So this is one. So it's pretty good, and then a begin is used for a procedure method. If you want to write a method, then you can call this method. For instance, if you name a block of pseudocodes by a method name, you can reuse this the whole code by this name. For instance, here the method start with method keyword, then method find average. So the entire end find average. You see the find average starts here and find average ends here. So inside this method there is a block of codes, right? So it begins, and then it has for, then end for, and then print. So overall this when later, so you have named the entire this block of code by method name find average. So later what you can do, you can call, or you can mean that your entire program code just by calling this find average. Let us see where find average is called. So later, if you want find average, someone if you want to use find average, then by calling find average, okay, call find average, then you will execute, and then you will mean to execute or write the entire code. So you can save your time. That means you don't need to write the entire course again and again. So this is the use of method in pseudocode. This, like for instance, here there is another method. So it find max. So and then this method is ended here by end find max. Maybe later somewhere they should have program to write another pseudocode to use the find max and find average methods. So these are all about pseudocode. So if you please go through these like pseudocode, this page on the Kansas State University first year experience website, and then you will see general rules and structures about how to write pseudocode and how to write good pseudocode. So then you can do practice, and you also can do some Google search, and you can do some more examples about pseudocode. There are a bunch of pseudocode, and also you can watch some YouTube videos about pseudocode. But everything is straightforward. I think this page is very nice. Our website is very nice to learn about pseudocode. So please, I will post this video on my YouTube channel, and then please watch this video. And then if you need any help or if you do not understand anything, please let me know. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching this video. Let's see. Michael over here still. Thank you, Michael. So next time when you come to online, so if you please use your microphone. And I like to make this class interactive, and I like to hear from you. So I like to see if you are getting interest in this class, and I want to make sure that nobody is facing any issue. So let us Michael, can you please do a voluntary work for me? Can you please send a message on the general channel of this team group, and then let us ask everybody if we can find a suitable time that is common for all of us, all of you, or most of you. Even that can be in the weekend, so maybe at the weekend or at night. So even I believe if we can come up in an 1 hour session, at least, or 2 hour sessions on a week, then it will be easy for you and for me to make this class better. So Michael, so if you please make a voluntary for me, and if you send a Slack message to team message for on this channel, so then everybody will get it, and I will send an email to everybody, and let us see if everybody or most of you want to come online once a week. But it is not an obligatory, but definitely it is voluntary. And another thing, that I have been posting videos on my YouTube channel, CSE1322 Experts. So I think it will be better for you if you please watch these videos. Like especially I have playlist for, I have been teaching another class. There is a typo over here, I will fix it. I have been teaching another class, CSE1322 face-to-face class. I will be also putting all videos over there for that class, so you will be good to watch. If you can watch videos from 1321 class or 1322 other face-to-face class, and also I have been teaching another 1322 lab class, Java programming. So if you watch those videos, that will be fine. So whenever you get some time, please watch these videos. And so Michael, do you have any suggestion or any opinion? Thank you so much, and thank you, Michael, for coming online. Thank you. for your valuable time.